Uh, Obviously, much better effort today. I'm really proud of our team, how we bounced back. It's been a very tough week with, playing obviously an overtime game in Colorado and, a really physical game with UCLA. And I think our team responded very well. We got on the glass. I think we had 50 plus rebounds. We had a lot of different people contribute. We've got to take care of the ball better. That was a problem, but we're getting ready to play Washington State, and we need to play really well.
All right, let's go to Janie McCauley.
Tara, hi.
Hi, Janie.
Nice to see you. Sorry, it's a little loud in here, but Tara, you just touched on it a little bit. Your rebounding. You had balanced scoring, but the balance and the rebounding, everybody was going to the glass hard. And how much did you like that energy and effort? And was that a focus this week to create offensive chances by rebounding?
Yeah, definitely. Janie, after the way we played against UCLA, I think our team, they're Stanford students. I mean, the rebounds we gave up, we're just like, we can do that to other teams too, and we did. But we need to continue that. We need to continue getting on the O boards. We need to continue keeping teams off the glass on us. We have to do a better job of taking care of the ball. But it was great to see everyone really focused and working hard.
All right, let's go to Michael Roberson.
Okay, Coach, as you said, it was 53-22 rebound advantage, but 18 turnovers. So I'm sure that's absolutely unacceptable by you. But overall, did the team respond the way you wanted them to?
Michael, yes. I think that, the turnovers were, if it's like what I call a bonehead turnover, we got to sub them out. This isn't high school. This isn't pickup. We have to take care of the basketball. So, I need to get people's attention. I think we also did a better job of not fouling. I thought, Cam stayed in the game, which is good. We didn't have a lot of people in foul trouble. Again, I think our team responded well to some of the maybe, less than stellar things that we did Friday night. Oh, it's January. We're learning, we're getting better. We're playing a lot of young people inside with Cam and Ashton and Fran and Haley. And, I think they're getting the hang of it, and we need to continue to improve.
All right, next question from Cheryl Coward.
Hi, Coach. You mentioned Cam briefly, and she's been in and out of foul trouble off and on over the season, but she got the start tonight. What was the impetus in giving her the start? And she had the 9 rebounds and only 3 personal fouls today.
Well, she's shooting about 77% from the field, Cheryl. So that would be a Stanford record. We needed a change. We needed a change, and we needed to get people's attention that, if you want to be out there, if you want to start the game, you've got to play better. And if we need to, starting is something that it's less important to me, probably more important to our maybe individual players. But I've told them it's not important who starts, it's who finishes. So I was really excited about maybe the different things that both Ashton and Fran did for us. Alyssa, Haley had some great plays. She rebounded a lot better. Again, just the turnovers is a bugaboo.
Thanks.
Let's go to Jacob Rayburn.
Hey, Coach, congrats.
Thanks, Jacob.
I'm curious maybe what you've observed in practice and maybe in games of kind of the ebbs and flows of the team mentally. It was going to be a challenge no matter what against this Pac-12 schedule, even in a normal year, because of how good the Pac-12 is. But with everything else as well, what have you noticed in terms of the team being able to stay locked in?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, Jacob, I don't know that we could really underestimate the challenges that our team and both men's teams and women's teams are facing, but this is the only way we can play, and we understand that. So I think we're doing the best that we can. And are there some bumps in the road? There are. Is it challenging? Yes, it is. But fortunately, you've got. I think we have really excellent leadership with Alyssa and Kiana and Anna, and players are, this is sisterhood. They realize the alternative. It's either not playing by the team, stopping out, or it's, being on campus and not practicing because we can't be in the gym. So this is what we're doing, and we're trying to make it as best as we can. I'm very proud of them.
And a follow-up on Cam, actually, and the foul issues. With a young player like that, especially a big who's trying to make an impact around the rim on defense, what's it been like of coaching her up on those fouls and going over the video maybe in the past couple of games?
Well, one thing we tell her is that you're going to get a couple bad calls, so don't do some obvious knucklehead things. And I think she did get a couple bad calls, but she didn't have any like just knucklehead fouls. And I'm proud of her for that. She wants to stay in the game, so she made that change, and that was great.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, let's go back to Janie.
Tara, I heard you yell to Anna, Anna, look for your shot. And there was a point where when she turned the ball over, and there was another point before that where Fran made that extra pass. Is it sometimes happening where people are so unselfish or trying to be unselfish, looking for a teammate, it's almost leading to some of these mistakes that you don't want, but they're also trying to find their teammate in those situations. It's probably a tough balance.
Well, Anna's shooting about 45% from three. So for her to pass up an open three, what happened to her first look, I think she really, she didn't hit the rim. She hit the backboard. It was an air ball, or, it was a really, so then she just thought maybe just shook her confidence a little bit. But we need her looking for her shot. We need her to be more offensive. So I was really happy to see her take that open three and knock it down.
And Tara, one more. You've talked about all the challenges. Have you been in touch with Charmin during this tough stretch, and just with some words of encouragement? What have you said to her? And that's got to be difficult.
I have, Janie. I've talked to Charmin several times, and just to encourage her. Basically, it's a free year for players. So this is a year that they have some high school kids coming in their program, and it's a free year. Someone can get a master's degree if they think about it. But I think Charmin, has a real good attitude about it, and she's working as hard as she can, and I do try to encourage her.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Daniel Martinez-Crams.
Hi, Coach. The broadcast mentioned that you take tomorrow off, practice or fly out to Washington the next day. I was just wondering how much time you've been able to practice this year compared to a normal year.
We have not been able to practice as much, Daniel. And, I think it's been very challenging. But we're hoping that we'll be able to, get up to, we'll go to Pullman on Tuesday, and we'll practice there Tuesday night. And then, then we play Wednesday. So it's a very quick turnaround. Then we practice Thursday and play. But I think our team would rather play games than practice. That's why we decided to do that.
All right, Coach, two more. Let's go to RJ.
RJ.
Coach, on Sunday against Colorado, you talked about putting in the work on defense. And I'm just curious, how did you feel your team did today in terms of putting in the work? And specifically, how did you feel about Haley's defense?
I think our team collectively understood the importance of this game, how we really needed to turn things around, especially thinking about the week coming up, going on the road. Well, we're always on the road, but, going to someone else's gym. I think Haley can do whatever she puts her mind to. She is a tremendous talent. I think a lot of it is sometimes a young player, and Haley basically in my mind is still a freshman. She only played 13 games last year. We didn't get to practice at all. So, I think that, Haley's a young player that she's been able to, because she's bigger and stronger and quicker in high school, now she's up against bigger and stronger players in college. And I think she just has to make that adjustment to kind of kick it into another gear. So I was happy with her defense, and I'll look at it. There's a couple times where, she let her player get open, but, she's working at it, and that's what's really important.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, final question from Cheryl Coward.
Speaking of going on the road, given how well Washington State is playing and today beating Oregon State in overtime, what are your thoughts on your matchup against them, and especially given the Leger Walker sisters?
Yeah, I didn't know they'd won. That's great. You know, they'd beaten them before. That's great for Washington State. They're playing really, really well. You know, honestly, I think Cammie's doing a tremendous job. It's going to be a big challenge, and you know, the sisters are real. They're tremendous talents. What I'm impressed with about Washington State is they pass that ball, and we're gonna have to work really hard defensively, and we're gonna have to, you know, we're just gonna play really well. But that's the way it is in the Pac-12. So, you know, we're gonna have 2 chances to do the right thing against them.
Thanks. Safe travels.
All right, thank you.